Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Longboard Blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games and sometimes friends used to bug him. Longboard Blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975, and welcome to a product overview. I remember to say product overview and not system overview. You've seen the thumbnail and you've read the title, so you know exactly what I want to talk about. I have opened this, but I have not tried it. If you're me, you're very, very lucky, because all my friends know that I love knockoff Chinese tats, with which this is not. Well, how much it's not, you could argue, just because they've slapped a license on the box. But they know when they see things like this in their travels to pick it up and give it to me. So one of my mates did that, but he did say, after he gave it to me, it was in a bag, he said, once you get it, there's an elephant in the room. And he is, in fact, correct. So this is a plug-and-play unit. I do like myself some plug-and-play units. It's ages 5 and plus. Not sure why it's so old when you look at the simplicity of the unit. I mean, 2 buttons and a joystick. Oh well. And it is Double Dragon. And the elephant in the room, he is quite right to say, it's the 30th anniversary edition of Double Dragon. I released in the arcades, I believe, in 1987. So that would make this from 2017. So it is very nicely packaged. Got a little picture of a CRT up there. It's a CRT, even though we're in times of flat screens. I do like that. And clearly it's AV cables, and we're not really surprised by that. And you've got a bunch of screenshots down there, and the best thing is you've got the original box art from the NES version, not the arcade. The one where, like, they're really not in shape. I mean, who drew that? They got massive, massive flabby bingo wing arms. Also, to be fair, that was actually the box art for the 8-bits and 16-bits in this country, but not the Master System version, which is the version I had as a kid, which will be relevant in a second. Elephant in the room then is this. You're celebrating the 30th anniversary of one of the most successful and inspiring and groundbreaking 2-player beat-em-ups in the arcades of all time. So happy 30th anniversary, Double Dragon. Here's the NES version. I don't understand. Like, why? How difficult, I mean, would it be to put the NES ROM on this? Yes, I understand that these things have all got NES ROMs on them, but those things don't start shoving these sort of credentials in your face, which is 30th anniversary of Double Dragon. So obviously Double Dragon by Technos, released in the arcades in 1987, and kind of, you know, took the success of Renegade one step further. Unlike Renegade, it didn't really need to be westernized, because it was clearly inspired by Bruce Lee stuff and things like that, and western, you know, sort of kung fu movies. Obviously Renegade is the westernized version of, I can't pronounce it, but you know what it is. So yeah, I have to say, I'm very disappointed. I have calculators that could run the arcade ROM of Double Dragon, so I don't know why that's a thing. And I certainly don't like the fact that it makes such a big deal about its credentials and stuff like that in very nice packaging. It's a very, very sturdy box. I do enjoy a sturdy box, which is exactly what Jeffrey Epstein said. And then, obviously, yeah, it's the NES one. Now, I have never played the NES version. I know it takes liberties from the arcade. I know it's got like an upgrade system or something like that about how you acquire moves and things like that. And yeah, I was a Master System guy. I remember having the Master System back in the day, the version. Bought it from Western with my birthday money in a place called Dolphin Square in some tit-tat shop that had video games upstairs. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I think it's one of the best versions, and definitely the best 8-bit version, he says, having never ever played this. Also, want to quickly say, I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I have such nostalgia for the original Double Dragon machine. I remember playing it in that arcade I go on so much about in Westwood Ho, where on a Friday night when we got there, my parents used to give me money and send me to go and get fish and chips for everyone because, you know, just got on holiday, couldn't be asked to cook and shit like that. And I put the order in the chippy, and then you go straight through a door, down some steps, because the chippy was bolted onto the side of this amazing arcade, and right in front of that door was Double Dragon. And to this day, even when I play, you know, the arcade ROM, looking at you, of it, on every emulator device I have, I can still smell the smell of fish and chips. Let's see what it says on the back for, actually, let's see what it says on the front. MSI, win, fun, and that. It looks like a bunch of codecs on a VCD box, but, so anyway, these screenshots, breathe it in, breathe it in. I mean, it's very similar graphics to the Master System. It's just got, I'm sorry, Playground Wars or not, I just find the NES has got a more brown colour scheme. Anyway, set in a post-apocalyptic New York, Double Dragon is the story of Billy and Jimmy Lee, or Bimmy and Jimmy, the infamous typo. Twin brothers trained in the fighting style of So Setsu Ken. You totally made that up. Together they managed a small martial arts training school. Must be bloody school. The door small. The door opens and there's a fucking car in there. They managed a small martial arts training school, teaching their students to self-defense. Teaching their students to self-defense. Okay. One day, Billy's girlfriend Marion, that's odd as well, because they clearly share her in the game. I'm not the only one who's mentioned that. It's a thing. Creepy much? Anyway, is kidnapped off the street by the Black Warriors, a savage street gang led by a man named Big Willie. Draw your own conclusions. The Black Warriors demand to the Lee brothers, this is not great fucking English, is it? To disclose their martial arts secrets in exchange for Marion's freedom. Yeah, we train quite hard. Oh shit, you can have your girlfriend back. In exchange for Marion's freedom, the Lee brothers set out on a rescue mission to crush the Black Warriors and save Marion using whatever techniques they have in their disposal, from the basic punches to the kicks to their invulnerable elbow strike. I'm not sure why their elbow strike is invulnerable, as well as any weapon that comes into their hands, including barrels, whips and bats. The Lee brothers must pursue, pretty sure you know the story, the gang through the city slums, industrial area and forest to reach their hideout and confront Big Willie. Martial arts siblings Billy and Jimmy must battle a tough gang known as the Black Warriors in order to rescue Billy's girlfriend Marion. Why have you just repeated that when you basically just said that up here? In fact, you could have just put that bit there, couldn't you? And saved yourself quite a chunk of ink. Let's get into it. I haven't opened it, but I have cut the plastic tab. Like I said, this bulletproof. Right. There we go. Oh, hang on. Yay! I thought it was going to be difficult. Clearly it is not. There are some instructions. I'm going to keep these because, you know, I'm OCD like that. But that smells very fire in a chemical factory. We'll come to that. Oh, that is nasty. I feel like I should open the window and vent a bit. Right. Get out, you bastard. At least they haven't stimped on the lead, which is good, because sometimes they do on these things. Double Dragon User's Guide. Suitable for children ages 5 and up. So I'm guessing all the stuff that looks like codecs. MSI are the people who make this. General instructions. TV arcade setup is easy. And then that's it. Oh, stuff on the back. Controlling the action. Attacking the enemy. Punch. Press the A button. Kick. Press the B button. Headbutt. Move the joystick left or right twice. Jump kick. Press A and B simultaneously. Uppercut. Press the A button when the enemy is squatting. Low kick. Press the B button. Well, I don't know. I'll wing it. I like to wing these things. The unit itself. Bollocks. Absolutely bollocks. Every fucking time. Screw on the battery patch. It's quite nice. I can see bubbles in the application of the sticker, but it's quite nice. It feels super light. I mean, at least when batteries are in that, it will give it a bit of weight. So you've got your Double Dragon logo on the front. That's on the side. It's kind of a display piece. Obviously, I will display it in the box, but, you know, it looks quite nice. There is clearly not enough travel on that. It isn't clicky. I wasn't expecting it to be clicky. It sounds like a PC keyboard from the 80s. That is... I don't know what this cost. I'm pretty sure my mate bought it in, like, I don't know, a pound shop or something like that. But yeah, that is not a nice joystick. Those are not nice buttons. I'm assuming that is... No, that's not even a speaker. That's the sticker. Really? Really? Why? Why? That's made my day. That is just stupid. Start button, on and off. That is horrible, shall we say. Now, did I bring batteries in? God, I'm just all over the shop today, aren't I? Right, I'm going to go and get my setup. I don't know why I don't just leave the screwdrivers in this room. Going to go and get some batteries and, yeah, let's go and get my screwdrivers. Insert jump cut, sha. Right, let's try that again. I've got some double A's. I'm assuming it's double A's. Please don't be triple A's and bite me in the ass. We can get rid of the cable tie straight away. So, did any of my mates, I only knew one kid, I had my circle of friends who had NES as a kid, and he had Double Dragon 2, which I actually quite liked. That never made it to the Master System. That is a proper long lead in it. But that had the same sort of thing, didn't it? Where it was, you earned moves. Yeah, figures. Brought the wrong fucking screwdriver up. Insert jump cut char. Let's try that again. However, as much as these things annoy me, like you know, apparently it's because it's a choking habit. These things aren't really aimed at kids, are they? Do you think kids these days will be pried away from their tablets for something as archaic as this? But regular sized Phillips, none of this watchmaking screwdriver stuff. I do like that. So what we're going to do is, yeah, bang in some batteries. It's 3 AAA batteries. Tad overkill. Bang this in shut. I'm going to take this into the other room and we're going to experience Double Dragon for the very first time on the NES. And also we're going to see what this actual unit is like when it comes to playability and build quality. He says that out loud, playability and build quality. Listen to this. Anyway, should be interesting. Okay, power on. Technos MSI Entertainment. Can tell right off the bat that the screen ratio is weird. It's like widescreen. It's obviously a power ROM, I guess. I really don't like that. But anyway, Double Dragon. Classic Double Dragon theme tune, albeit NESy. That is nice, that is nice. Arc System Works. Right, so fire. Mode A 1 player, mode A 2 players. Wasn't there... Am I confusing this with Double Dragon 2? No, I'm pretty sure, even though I've never played it, there was a one-on-one fight mode in Double Dragon, which would have been mode B. So they've taken that out, I guess. Press down and down again to move. You can't press up to do it. That's probably the same as the NES. There we go. I don't like that screen ratio. Screen image, as you would expect for AV, is pants. It's pretty much in line with... Oh, mission cards. Okay. It's pretty much in line with that Street Fighter plug and play. It's pretty much in line with most plug and plays I've got. Right, so score bottom right, my health bottom left. The colours are very washed out. The music's epic. This... How do I flying kick? Right, so when it gives me instructions for all the moves, is that basically if I've unlocked them? Right, do you know what? It moves quite fast. This joystick is horrible. These buttons are making my arm ache already. Yeah, do you know what? I can't blame the screen image on these things. They're built to a cost and they're always AV, and AV always looks pants, but the music's lovely. Right. Double tap for a little Glasgow kiss action. And you've got to be really quick. Oh, epic 80s guitar solo. Oh, he's 2-finger tapping. This joystick is clunky as hell. Alright. Oh, you want something, do you? Right, that's the old Bill. They've come arrest me for playing rubbish games. Oh, it's a bit flickery, isn't it? Like, I don't mean flickery as in the NES, but the image seems to be a bit jumpy. Oh! So that you like. Now, off the bat, disembodied Mickey Mouse hand, I'm going to say, just, and not because of nostalgia goggles and memory berries and rose tinted glasses and stuff like that, but because I played it very recently, Master System version looks better. Sorry. To be fair, this is probably less flickery. There you go. I mean, I would have been more than happy with this as a kid. I was going to say there's a screen playing up again, but that was the barrel. So that's kind of a nice touch. Oh, hey look, his arms go like, these buttons are horrible. They are physically cramping my forearm. Yeah, his arms go like Popeye in Battletoads. The music's epic. I do like that. It's actually the bottom of the screen. That's a nice touch. Yeah, do you know what? I prefer the Master System version, but this is far less flickery. Forgot I got kick. Oh! Obviously that weird screen tearing thing down the left hand side, it's all NES games do. I don't think though, there was no barrel then, that the lead quality is particularly good. Because there is, other than that screen tearing in when the barrel flew through, there is some odd thing going on every now and then. But then I guess that's units built to a cost. This looks different. This is different. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Yeah. Is there some deviation in the levels in this as well? I mean, to be fair, adding moves that you've got to earn and stuff like that, that's kind of cool, you know, tweaking the arcade, providing extra features to the arcade. Cool. This is more of an indication of reflection on the actual game. Though, I would have preferred it, me personally, if it said like an arcade mode, and then, you know, like they did with Mercs on the Mega Drive, a different mode. This is new. Okay, straight away, deviations. Yeah, I would have preferred arcade mode and, I don't know, original mode or something. Oh, I can flying kick. I'm sure I couldn't do that on the first level. Right. I'm starting to think the music's in the smallest loop ever. Oh, I have to say, if you take away the shit joystick, the actual moves themselves, you know, apart from the slowness of your punch and your kick, your flying kick and stuff like that, the actual control-wise, you know, from the game perspective, not the shit joystick, it's actually quite sharp, quite nice. Something iconic about that design, even though he's a lot smaller in this than he is, right, you die already, than the arcade, similar to the Master System. They look similar, by the way, like the style of the sprites, but yeah, his weird kind of bubbly, swollen video game Hulkman style, that got away from me, it's iconic. Someone dope test him. I call out roids. Alright, this is getting a bit much now. Does that make him a boss? Yay! Level 1. I've achieved something today. Mission 2. I kind of do like that actually. Like a title card. Bit of atmosphere. Oh, new music! He's throwing a Lego block at me. Doesn't the idiot know the best thing to do with those is turn them upside down and hide them in Shag Park carpet? What's going on here? My legs disappeared. Did you see that? And also, these people are very anemic. And my Lego blocks go all funky. I'm sure that's like original NES issues. The music in this is superb. And your flying kick is boss. Oh, that's a fault of me actually, you know, not the game as such. Trying to do a move when you're too close to an object, so you stop. I keep forgetting about that. Pick it up. He's two-finger tapping again. The music's amazeballs. I'm really impressed. The build quality. Have you seen that on the screen again? The build quality. If in the unlikely event you have this, let me know if yours does it. But there's nothing wrong. You know, this is brand new out of the box. And there's nothing wrong with my setup, so I don't know why it keeps glitching out like that. And I don't mean that weird tear down the side. Can't get up the ladder. Oh, climb up the... What? Poor level design. Ladders on either side, you can't use them, you have to... Oh, yeah, you have to go up the mesh in the middle. Making a meal for yourself, though, that's very satisfying. You know what? It's alright graphics. Like, the quality of the AV cable is not helping it, and the screen image quality, but it's alright graphics. It's not... Oh, shit, the best... graphics I've ever seen on the NES. It's certainly not the worst. Ooh, look at that. Obviously you can't play, so it's not just a barrel, can't play simultaneous 2-player. I'm going to kick you off, mate. No, yay, floaty floaty. But yeah, it would be simultaneous 2-player, but you can. I'm having a look around the unit. Not the best time to do it, Dave, but you can obviously. Oh, plug another one in like you can Mortal Kombat. Are we surprised? Well, to be fair, we couldn't on Street Fighter 2. Oh, that's how you don't hurt yourself. He's gonna throw shit at me. There is definite quality issues with this image. Oh, bollocks. You're gonna bump me all the way? To be fair, that was satisfying. Am I dead? I'm dead. Well, let's call it quits there and let's round up. Well, there you have it. The Double Dragon 30th anniversary plug and play unit. Obviously, I got this for free. I'm not aware of how much it cost, but I'm guessing it's certainly no more than £20. And there is certainly no more than £20, way less than that, parts in it. I've just noticed these ugly screws on the top as well. Should you buy it? Right, basically, if you have any number of Chinese knockoff tap machines such as I, many of which come with better input controls, control pads and devices, even though they're cheap as chips, than this, and many come with HDMI out, no doubt that you could play this on that. If you have a NES Classic, hack it and you can play this on that as well. It is simply, I mean, it's a display piece, but it is simply not worth playing it on this. Using these for literally 20 seconds because they are horrible, like pop-eyed up my forearm. The joystick is shit. The actual sort of input itself, the controls in the game is what I'm saying, because this is somewhat like a little look at the game as well, because it's the first time I played it. They're sharp, they're really, really sharp, but you fail to do it with this. It's a game clearly designed to have a control pad. The screen quality is rubbish. We expect that. It's rubbish on most of these plug and play things. The colours are washed out as well. It's clearly a power arm, and the screen ratio is crap. There is some level of glitching going on, and to be fair, when they throw explosives at you or barrel at you and it bounced, initially it was kind of a nice effect when you like point to the bottom of the screen, move. Start getting on my tits, but outside of that and outside of the tearing down one side, which you always get on NES ROMs, and this is brand new and there's nothing wrong with setup, there seems to be some sort of screen issue with it, like juddering every now and then. I can only assume that's because this is built to a price. It's a nice display unit. It's really, really, really not bad. I really don't see the point of, look, we've made a speaker on the actual unit itself, on the sticker, even though the sound would never come out of this anyway, unless it's supposed to be something else, but it can be, and there was nothing like that on the actual box art. The only reason to buy this is if you've got an absolute hard-on for Double Dragon on the NES, a big willy if you will, see what I did there, and you like the way it looks. You know, it's a nice display piece to show, you know, affection for Double Dragon. Other than that, there are far better ways to play it on far better quality, cheaper knockoff Chinese systems. But as we mentioned right at the start of this video, the elephant in the room is simple. Where is the box? You are bigging up and you are celebrating 30 years of Double Dragon with the NES ROM. I don't know if it's a licensing thing. Obviously, everything has to be licensed. Obviously, this had to be licensed as well. Is the arcade ROM really that expensive? I really can't see that it is, because as shit as the input is on this, and the quality as well. And I know most of these things don't ever use the arcade ROM. Apart from this used the arcade ROM, so you know, points there. But if this was the arcade ROM, all its failings would be slightly more forgivable. Anyway, sorry to be a downer on this. I just call them as I see them. Don't get me wrong, I still love it, and I still absolutely love and adore stuff like this, but it fails at what it's supposed to do, which is give you a playable version of Double Dragon, mainly because of the controls within the game themselves feel absolutely fine. I will revisit this game, maybe do a proper gameplay and play it on my NES Classic, but yeah, it's a display piece. Other than that, it doesn't really serve any purpose, unless I said you're a massive Double Dragon fan. Anyway, I've waffled far too long. As always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you have one of these. Would you prefer the arcade ROM? Are you a fan of the NES ROM? Did you prefer the Master System ROM, which would have made you correct? And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.